No sleep and dirty clothes. And I Bishop, what does that mean? I'm going to tell you. I'm going to tell you what this means. It's all about what and you want to get this story that I want to share with you. It is connected to both Monday, Thursday, and Tuesday. This is Holy Week. And this Holy Week, we're walking through Matthew 55 chapter. It orientates us in terms of knowing how to choose each other. That's what we're breaking out into on Resurrection Sunday, and I certainly hope that you will be a part of our celebration of his of our risen Savior, of resurrection on this coming Sunday. It all comes together. But this morning, I want to deal with no sleep and dirty clothes. How about that? How about that? Let me greet some people, and then we're going to get right into the word on this morning. How about that? Here we go. Here we go. Good morning, Vicky. How are you? Pamela, how are you? Ella, how are you? Ella Mobley, how are you? Dawn, how are you? And it's good to see you. Got the message. We're gonna connect. Good morning, Ari. How are you? Yvonne, how are you? Pastor Richard, how are you? Hope you're feeling better. Hey, Manna fam, my pastor and his wife in Monrovia, Liberia, doing a fantastic job there, but their bodies have been attacked. The enemy is upset with the tremendous work that they're doing. So I want you to lift up Pastor Richard and Annie, and I want you to Minister Annie. I want you to pray for them for their healing, for their total and complete healing. If you would, man of fam, let's agree with God in prayer for their total and complete healing. We don't want their bodies to suffer as they have really working hard for the kingdom, and that will slow you down. So let's lift them up, Pastor Richard and Minister Annie. Good morning, Anna. How are you? Good morning, Coach Dagny. How are you? Good morning, Elder Jan. How are you doing on this morning? Erica, how are you? It is Monday, Thursday, and that's what we're talking about. Monday, Thursday today, as well as no sleep and dirty clothes. How about that? No sleep and dirty clothes. Hey, Brother Pope, how are you? Verena, how are you? Tally, how are you? Ramona, how are you? Francine, how are you doing this morning? Brenda, how are you on this morning? You know, if it's your first, second, or third time joining us, please let us know who you are, where you are, so we can shout you out. Linda, how are you on this morning? We want to talk about no sleep and dirty clothes on this morning. Good morning, Jacqueline. How are you on this morning? You know, here it is. Here it is. No sleep and dirty clothes. The text to talk, the takeaway, we're combining Monday, Thursday with our Matthew 25 challenge fast. As you know, now, if you say, now, Bishop, that looks familiar. Did you have that on yesterday? I did. I did. I truly did. Why? Because it's all about, as you can see on the screen, Matthew 25 challenge. Matthew 25 challenge. And the challenge it started out with beans and rice on Monday, only water with your meals on Tuesday. And on yesterday, last night, we were supposed to keep the same clothes on and sleep on the floor. Well, let me tell you, it was not easy. It was not easy. I got no sleep. My back was killing me. I mean, my God, I get up about 4:30, 4:45. I couldn't wait for that alarm clock to ring. I tossed and turned on the floor. I don't know how you toss and turn on the floor, but I did. I could not get situated, carpet or no carpet, a little pad or no pad. Bro man was hurting. Got up, went into what used to be PG2's room. There's a little blow up mattress in there that we just have. And that didn't work. Nothing worked. It was no sleep and dirty clothes. We're going somewhere with this. And so finally got up this morning about 4:45 and got into my day. What does that have to do? What does that have to do with Monday, Thursday? What does that have to do with Monday, Thursday? Today is Holy Week, and today the text is John 13:14 and following. John 13:14 and following. I'll read it and then I'm going to give you the context of the text and we'll connect the dots. Here we go. Here it is. On John 13:14 says, "If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet." You know the story. Peter pushed back. He says, "No, no way, God. Lord, are you kidding me? That's the job of the Lord's slave. And you are not a slave. You are our master." But Jesus, in the midst of that, he also commanded them to do that, to show their love. But moreover, he commanded them to have what we now call the Lord's Supper. He took the Paschal meal, the bitter herbs, he took the unleavened bread, he took the wine, he took all of those things, and then he converted them into his supper, what we now call the Lord's Supper, as a New Testament meal. That meal was on a Thursday. This happened on a Thursday. The word Monday is Latin for command. For command. He commanded them. He commanded them to have the meal. And here is the thing that I want you to grab a hold of. He commanded them to serve. The first thing is, Monday has to do with a command. There was a walk that we took, New Life took this week, and I hope you will join us. It's right on the screen. That said that we believe that there is a command on our lives to change lives in our lifetime. Well, that's what we did, and we're walking through this Matthew 25 challenge. Therefore, on last night, we were supposed to sleep on the floor and wear the same clothes, because that's what happens with those who are in less fortunate situations than ours. Those who are in refugee camps and those who are in poverty. Now, I thought as I was laying down there, let me just share this, as I was laying on that floor and I was tossing and turning and feeling and hurting and aching, I thought to myself, oh my God, there are some and so many that this is their course of life. Can I not just endure this for one night? Can I get on and put on the same clothes? Bishop, do you smell a little bit? That ain't your business. The fact, though, is, can I not do that? Because here is the second thing I want you to get from the command. He commanded them. Then he said, I command you to love one another. Here's the third thing I want you to grab, all wrapped in one. You can't serve one another until you love one another. And you can't do that unless you understand the command on your life. Peter raised a question that many of us do. Do you really want me to do that? Yes. Yes. Because he said it in the 14th verse of the 13th chapter of the Gospel according to John. If I then, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also ought to wash one another's feet. We have a commandment to love, and from that love, we have a commandment to serve. And from that service, we have a commandment to look after the least of these. And so my no sleep and dirty clothes was me attaching myself to what the least of these go through. That's the least I could do. More to come. Don't you miss Sunday, because it all comes together. It all comes together then. What's your takeaway this morning? Your takeaway is this. What does God say at the end of our journey? Jesus will push to the right or to the left. The sheep to the right, the goats to the left. Enter in, my faithful servant. You have been faithful over a few things. I'll make you ruler over many. Enter in, my servant. My servant. That's what we're called to do. Share the manna. If it bless you, bless somebody else. Don't keep it to yourself. I'll see you tomorrow morning when we wrap it all up. And of course, it's Good Friday on tomorrow. God bless you. See you in the morning with more Morning Manna.